to episode 66. This is Darlaina Rose. We're planting seeds with Darlaina Rose. 100 women, 100 days, 100 interviews. And today will be just like every other one, amazing. We had the amazing Jackie Bonner tonight. So just hold on. Let's get this Facebook popping so we can make sure that people can leave their comments because y'all always got something to say. So let me make sure y'all can say what you want to say. Hold on. Here we go. All right, that's public. And now we can go on to the IG. Hold on. It was nice in Philadelphia today.
Yes.
Was
we had
out
some
with
nice weather today.
down. Sometimes I show off a little bit, just a little bit, not a lot.
Okay.
All right. All right. Do you have your cell phone also to go onto Instagram?
I have my laptop. I have a work laptop over here. Do you need me to do both?
Yes, because we want to see your face everywhere.
All right. Give me 1 second.
Okay. All right. Welcome to episode 66 of Planting Seeds with Darlaina Rose. 100 women, 100 days, 100 interviews. And today will be just like every other one. Amazing. Today we have the amazing Jackie Bonner. She's getting her second device so that she can come on to IG as well because I know y'all want to see her beautiful face everywhere. We are going to make sure that she is able to do that. So she is getting that together right now. And I am over here making sure that we are lit up where we need to be. So I am really excited to talk about her project that she has going on with her amazing husband. Like, come on, husband and wife duo. Let me find out we got some duos out here. And I wanted to make sure that he knew that we was talking about him too. You know, he's like,
Yes.
give me my flowers too, honey. So what you're gonna do is once you get onto Instagram, I'm gonna have you to mute your wherever Restream is, mute that one, and then they'll be able to hear you through Instagram. So let me pull you up on the gram. Scripture and sip. Hey Marissa, Marissa, where you at, girl? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? All right, let's see. So I sent you the join request on Instagram. You should be able to see it. So we can see your face all over the world. So excited. Today was beautiful in Philadelphia. I'm so excited about how beautiful it was because I was able to take my car outside and actually let my top down. You know, convertible life is a whole nother life. Did y'all know that? Convertible life is different. It's just different. You know, I never thought that I would want that type of a vehicle, but now that I have one, it's just a situation. Okay, hold on. So I see you there, and it looks like I don't know. Did you update your app? You know, most people when they're trying to get on, if your app is not updated, it won't let you log on live. So you may not have updated. Sometimes, you know, that happens. So check that part out, and we're going to get started in a few minutes. So don't stress out. Don't even worry about it. You know, just do what you're doing. We good over here. Hey, Jathia. Let me tell y'all something. Jathia was on like episode 5. She's like on episode 5. Seems like eons ago because now we're on episode 66. And Miss Jathia is an amazing girlfriend, amazing friend. She is in Atlanta in my new home, getting it all prepared for me to get home next week. Hey, Dr. Loretta. So yeah, so she's doing all that good stuff for me. I'm so grateful for having amazing friends. I keep telling everybody that all my friends are dope. All my friends are amazing. Everybody, every single one. I don't have any corny friends. I don't have any, all my friends are amazing. Dr. Loretta is amazing. I know so many amazing interviews. The interviews have been just amazing everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. So this amazing lady that we have tonight has a business called Scripture and Sip that she runs with her husband. So we're going to let her tell us all about Scripture and Sip. I can't wait to hear this take on sipping. Because I want to know what we're sipping now. Hold on. Look like she frozen over there. Yeah. Oh, yes. Dr. Loretta is definitely coming to Atlanta. She already told me that she was coming. So y'all just get ready because she's going to be there. So if you can't, let's see. Let me know how you making out over there. But yes, Dr. Loretta is like ready. She's like, oh, I'm coming. She is coming to the House of Roses to put her blessings all over it to make sure that the House of Roses Healing House will be doing just that, healing. All right, come on. Let's see if we can get Jackie on. Excuse me. All right. Did I send it to the right person? Let's see. Okay. I sent you the request. Let's see how that works. Hey, Vern. Hey, Vern. Hey, Vern. We're getting our technology together. We have our show when we on television, at our spot. Hey, Lisa, when we sitting on the couch and all that, it's going to be all good. If it doesn't work, don't even worry about it. If y'all want to see her face, then she's going to be on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Periscope. So don't even worry about it. Let's see. Let me see how I can
do. I do apologize. It is not working.
That's okay. That's okay. Let me see how I can do this part though. Hold on. I'm trying to cut down some of the feedback coming from 2 devices. Let's see. Okay, let's see how that sounds. Testing 1 2 1 2. How does that sound? Does that sound good?
Sounds great.
Okay, perfect. Well, let me just yes, Dr. Loretta. Jathia is getting it ready because I'm still in Philly packing, but she is getting it ready. So we have the amazing Jackie Bronner here tonight, and she has a business called Scripture and Sip LLC that she is doing with her husband. That's different. We haven't had, out of 66 episodes, is the first lady that is in business with her husband. So this is going to be really interesting. But I wanted to make sure that we knew that it wasn't just her by herself, because I didn't want her to get offline and he say, well, why you ain't say nothing about me? So she didn't even got to say that. I'm going to say it. We see you back there. Is it Ozell?
Yes.
How you say it? Ozell?
Ozell, you said it exactly right.
Ozell, we counting you in too, bro. We counting you in. And in June, when it's time to do the men, we got an eye on you, bro. We got your eye on you because we going through the men too. So welcome everybody. Oh my goodness, I am so excited. These episodes are going fast. This whole thing started all because I wanted to introduce my network to my network because I'm always connecting people. I'm always connecting the dots. Pun intended, that is the name of Jathia's business, Connecting the Dots, because she's a VIP concierge in Atlanta. So she connects dots for people in Atlanta. But I am constantly telling somebody to say, oh, do you know somebody who does this? Or do you know somebody that does that? I'm like, oh, yeah, that's my girlfriend so-and-so. Call her. Oh, yeah, that's my girlfriend so-and-so. And then it just like Women's Month, I'm thinking about all these amazing women. And I'm like, how can I get them to meet each other? And thus planting seeds with Darlaina Rose. So goal was I was just going to do it for 30 days for Women's Month. And then I started counting how many friends I had and how many of my friends had amazing friends. And it was 30 days, and it was 60 days, and then it was 90 days, and 90 was so uneven. So we said we got to do 100. Here we are now on episode 66 with the amazing Jackie Bronner of Scripture and Sip. So welcome, sis.
Thank you.
Welcome. If you want to see her face, she's having problems with IG, so we're not going to fight it. So if you're on IG, you'll get to hear who she is and all that kind of good stuff. And she'll be all tagged, so you'll be able to see all her stuff. I'll tag her on IG, so you'll be able to see her. But she's on Facebook, her face is there, and she's also on YouTube and Periscope, so her face is there too. So if you want to pop over to any of those platforms, by all means, do so. And so it all started for Women's Day. So in the spirit of Women's Day, Women's Month, Women's Year, Women's all the time, because that's what it is, for real, for real. Hey. And so in that spirit, when you think about women and women that are in your life, who's your inspiration? Who inspires you?
Who inspires me? I would say that there's a certain type of woman that inspires me. It's not a particular woman.
Yes.
But the kind of woman that inspires me is one who wears their truth, does not try to hide behind a mask, is transparent.
Yes.
One who is always in a place where no matter how far they've gone, they're always in a place where they're trying to learn or achieve something even more. Those are the type of women that inspire me, that I want to sit with, that I want to learn from. Those who are still in a constant state of not just succeeding, but learning and evolving.
Yes. And that makes me think about Dr. Loretta Long. Dr. Loretta Long played Susan on Sesame Street for over 50 years. She is my good friend, and we are co-authoring a book together. And she is starting a series called Lifelong Learning with Dr. Loretta, 82 years young. And she said, you never stop learning unless you choose to. But it is a lifelong journey to continue to learn. So that is an amazing place to be. And those of us, one of the things that one of my mentors said to me, Dr. Sandy Williams, she said, Darlaina, do you think you're special? Because you're not. She said, you think these problems that you have are special to you? The only difference between you and the average person is that you just talk about them. You're just transparent about that. And so, and I've always been that way. And it's so crazy because just this morning, on my other platform that I'm on, Life Changing Alliances, we were talking about being in shalom. Being in shalom means everything is together, nothing is broken, it's missing, nothing lacking. And we talked about a gentleman that we met when I had a flat tire, and for him, nothing was everything was out of order. He was not in shalom. And so that led me to the story about repairing my credit. And they were laughing because I told them last year this time my credit was a 450. And I said, I didn't even know it could go in the fours. What in the world? And what you don't confront, you can't fix. So here we are, not even 6 months, 7 months, I guess. And now my credit is a 702. And that just tells you that this, first of all, it's a system. Mm-hmm. It's a system that can be manipulated. And so don't feel like it cannot be taken care of. It can't be fixed. It can't be, everything can be. You just have to, one, be willing, because I didn't want to look at it. I was like, oh God, I know it's bad, so I don't even want to look. And so definitely not as hard as I thought it was going to be to clean it up. And
Mm-hmm.
so just know that most things in life work just that way. They are clean upable.
That's right.
Yes, but you don't confront, you cannot fix. And
Mm-hmm.
again, being transparent about it just lets other people know that it's not just them, it's all of us.
Yes.
It's all of
Exactly.
us. It's all of
Exactly.
us. We all
Mm-hmm.
have the same problems. We have the same concerns. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel embarrassed about it. I don't feel none of that. I just be like, listen, girl, that was me too. So
Okay.
that's who inspires you. I'm so glad because that means that we are right on the same wavelength for that. When you think about women in leadership, these type of women, what kind of
Mm-hmm.
qualities do you think they need in order to be amazing at whatever it is that they're choosing to do?
Well, one quality they would have to have is a real passion for what they're doing.
Yes.
Because if you're doing something just to get rich, if you're doing something just to be successful, or just because it's something you know how to do, you'll always feel unfulfilled. So no matter what you obtain from doing it, it still won't satisfy you. The money won't satisfy you. The success won't satisfy you. If the passion is not in it and your heart's not in it, then, and that's with anything we do in life, whether it's running a business, whether it's whatever it is, getting married, whatever it is, if your heart is
Yes.
not in it and the passion's not there, you're wasting time and energy, and you're
Oh,
going to be unfulfilled.
listen, you speaking my language. I worked in hospital administration for 30 years and I was good at it, but I hated
Hmm.
it. It
Hmm.
wasn't until I surrendered to the work that I'm supposed to be doing that all these amazing things are now happening. So
Yes,
you must do the things that really, because we come preloaded with what God would have us do. And so
absolutely.
when you don't surrender to it, that's when you
Hmm.
find yourself in all kinds of unhappy situations. It's
Yes.
not until you surrender to what you're supposed to do is when it all comes together. Are there any assumptions about women that you'd like to change?
I think that one assumption for about women, especially for Black women, is that we are angry.
Yes.
I think that that is an assumption that drives me nuts.
Yes.
That we don't need a man. It's like, because we're successful, if we find ourselves in a place where we're successful without a man, there's this assumption that we don't need a man, or we don't
Yes.
want a man, or a man
Yes.
can't do anything for us. But it's not
Yes.
always the case. And usually it comes from men that may not know themselves and what they can bring to the table when you're dealing with a
Yes.
strong, independent woman.
Absolutely.
So
Because
we're
we're
not
very
angry, and we do want to be loved, and we do want to be treated like a lady, no matter how much we put on our superwoman outfit every day and go out there and make it happen. We still need a
yes.
place where we feel like we can just take that all off and just be soft and feminine and
Yes.
beautiful and
Yes.
all those wonderful things.
I heard somebody say, a gentleman, he said, I just want to be for my wife, I want to be a soft place for her to land. It
Yes.
was like, ooh, that's good. Yes. And
Mhm.
that's what we want. We, after you have been outside battling the world all day, even if you're working from home, you're still battling. As long as your laptop is open, the world has
Come
access
on.
to you. So
Yep.
until we can close the laptop and walk away, we absolutely want and need a soft place to land. What's your
Yes.
favorite thing about being a woman?
My favorite thing about being a woman is that it's like God allows us to just always be in a place where we can recreate ourselves and evolve into something more than what we ever thought that we could be. And it's something that's
Yes.
like it's a power that is just amazing that we possess. And we
Yes.
can be in one place one day, and we could be in a whole nother place 5 years from now, and it's all just
It's all
amazing
good.
things. It's like we are so multifaceted. We are amazing. Like, come on, we're
Yes.
amazing.
We're amazing. So many
Yeah.
ways, so many ways. You are amazing. And my last question is, what do you think the biggest challenge will be for the generation of women coming up behind you?
I think the biggest challenge is being I think self-identity. I think that's
Yeah.
a challenge that not only the generation coming up is going to encounter, but the generation that we're in right now is dealing with. If you don't know who you are, if you're not grounded in who you are, if you're not secure in who you are, then you'll be all over the place. And I think that there's a lack of mentors and there's a lack of reaching back to the younger ones and, that bridging that gap where they can
Yes.
begin to learn who they are through us and they don't have to go through all the obstacles that we went through to learn who we were.
Yeah, we
So,
already went through.
yeah, that we already
we,
went
already,
through.
we already did that. So tell
Hmm.
us now about scripture and sip. A
Okay.
very interesting name. I want to know if it's the scriptures what we sipping on. So please tell us all about scripture and sip.
All right. Well, Scripture and Sip was started in March of 2019. So we're very, very new. I started off Scripture and Sip because I started to look into how I could possibly take care of my body without taking medication, without doing anything that would be negative to my body or detrimental to my body. I wanted to find natural ways to deal with my emotions, different mood swings, just balancing myself out. And so during that time, I actually went through some dark times in my life that actually I went and I seek therapy. And as when I was in therapy, it made me think about ways that we could heal the body without taking any medicine. So I started researching different herbs, and
So,
I started learning what the
let me hold you up for 1 second.
sure.
So you, an African American woman,
Come on.
saw
Hmm.
therapy. You went
Yes,
to
ma'am.
therapy.
I went to
Really?
therapy.
You know that's taboo, right? We supposed to
Come
be
on now.
strong. We supposed to not need that, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
I too have experienced therapy in my life as well. So that's the only reason why I
Yes.
want to stop you because sometimes people don't realize that we compartmentalize so many things. And
Come
before you
on.
know it, the compartments are full and they start to run over, and you can't figure out what in the world is wrong. Why can't I get out the bed? Why am I sleeping?
Yes.
Why am I doing what is
Yes.
going on? You might need to talk to somebody. So please continue.
Mhm. Come on now. That's right. We gotta take care of this mind just like we take care of this body. So
Absolutely.
so I started researching stuff, and so I started mixing my own herbal teas. I started mixing like kava tea to help me with anxiety and depression. I started mixing valerian root to help me with my sleep patterns, and just learning different things and learning how they affected my body. And I used to love the yogi teas. I used to love reading
Yes.
the little
Yes.
sayings on
The
them.
notes.
And I said, wouldn't it be nice if it was scriptures on these tags? From the Bible be words of encouragement, words, that, will help somebody get along in their day. So that's where the idea of scripture and sip came in. So with every bag of tea you get, you also get the word. Our mugs also have the word on them. Our whole basis is Genesis 1:29, which tells us that everything that we need is in the earth, that everything that we need to heal the body, God has given us dominion over. And so that is what we base everything that we do on. So we have actually gotten to a place where we not only do herbal teas that's good for the mind, the body, and the spirit. We also do teas that you can soak in. So we do bath teas that are good to aid the skin. We also do a pain massage oil that is made with arnica flowers, which is a very powerful solvent that's really good for any type of muscle pains. And we also have branched off and started doing CBD teas as well.
Okay.
So we're all about healing. And that's what it's all about healing and getting the word to people in an unconventional way.
That I'm so blown away because I
Okay.
thought we was gonna be like painting and sipping tea. This is not painting sip. This ain't painting sip. I thought we about to talk about painting sip. Now I don't know how much Laverne has told you about me because you were referred by Laverne, right?
Yes.
So
Hmm.
I am a holistic healer. I
Oh
became a
wow.
holistic healer because I was diagnosed with congestive heart failure, and I was told that I was going to need a heart transplant at some point, and I couldn't think of anybody who was alive 5 years past that. And so I was introduced by a woman from our congregation that told me about herbs. She was like, "You need to go see a herbal doctor."
Mm-hmm.
And I finally did. I went and saw, after being on medication for 2 years, I couldn't walk a flight of steps, couldn't go outside if it was hot, couldn't go outside if it was cold. I never had much weight on me, but you, my body was like an old woman.
Mm-hmm.
And long story short, they gave me 19 herbs, told me to exercise for 15 minutes a day, drink 8 glasses of water. I live a long time. 5 months to the date, my heart was completely healed, has been so ever since. That was 2003. And then
Wow.
fast forward past me, in 2010, my ex-husband, we were going through a divorce. He lived in one house, I lived in another. He was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. He called me up. He said, "Listen, you got to come do what you did for your heart for me." I'm like, "Heart cancer? That's two different things. I don't even know." So there are some questions I needed to ask myself, especially in the middle of divorce. Um, the main one was, if somebody called me and told me that he was dead, would I be okay?
Mm-hmm.
And the answer was no. So I
Right.
backtracked my life, moved back into our marital home, and I took care of him. And in 9 months, using a therapy called the Gerson therapy, which is a therapy of juicing, of 35 herbs, coffee enemas, hydrogen peroxide baths, very labor intensive, but in 9 months, his cancer was gone and has
Wow.
been so ever since.
Wow.
I ended up writing a book about it called How I Got Here, My Holistic Healing Journey. It is a bestseller on Amazon right now. And so I'm just so tickled pink because the house that I'm opening in Atlanta is called the House of Roses. It's a healing house. It's a place where
Wow.
people will be able to come for healing. So we're gonna need some teas up in there, girl.
Mhm. Come on.
We're gonna need you to come through. You're gonna have to come through. So I
Let's do
am
it.
so pleased. And so the fact that Mr. Ozell is also a part of this makes it so much nicer, too.
Yes.
Tell us about the experience of working with someone that you love and care for, your partner in life, and
Mhm.
is also your partner in business. Tell us about that process.
Okay, so my husband and I have been together for 11 years. Um, the process now, I'm one of those women that I don't like to paint a beautiful fairy tale of what marriage is because that's not realistic. You have ups
Yeah.
and downs, and that's what makes it the beautiful thing that it is when you can get through those things. So we
Excellent.
had to, my husband is an alpha male, and I'm an alpha female. So we had to come to a meeting of understanding of partnership and what that looked like
Yeah.
to work together in a business as opposed
Yeah.
to a marriage.
Yes.
And so we hit some bumps in the road, and then we found our way, and we each found our position in the business. And I had to tell
Yeah.
my husband, I'm so thankful for him being the person he is because it allows me to be who I am. He's more of a
Yeah.
behind the scenes person. He's more of a get the business part done, make sure the paperwork is in order. Little details that I don't pay attention to, he picks up
Absolutely.
on them. And so there's this wonderful balance that happens with us.
Yeah.
And I just told him like a few weeks ago, like, I'm grateful for you being who you are.
Yes.
It makes it so much easier. To be able to be who I am and to be able to have a business that's really doing very well. So it's
So
a blessing.
excited. It's definitely a blessing. I am excited for you guys. I just know that for the clients that I intend to serve in the Atlanta market, uh, scripture and tea is very much welcome to
Hmm.
be one of the products that we offer in this space. I'm absolutely going to make sure to connect with you before I leave this town so that I can take a whole parcel of it with me when I go,
All
so I don't
right.
have to wait.
All right.
I have not heard this um, model before, and it really sets you apart from a lot of things that people are doing. The fact that you also offer the oil as well and the bath tea. I don't even know what a bath tea is, but I have a brand new soaker tub that I can't wait to put some bath tea in. Okay.
Ooh, you gotta get some skin like butter bath tea that's gonna have you feeling so good and when you get up
Oh
out that
yeah.
water.
Oh
Yes.
my goodness. Well, please tell people how they can get their bath tea, how they can get their scripture with their tea, how can they get their CBD tea, how can they get the stuff?
So we have a storefront at Oxford Valley Mall. We are open on the weekends because we both still work full-time jobs. However, we are
Understand.
at Oxford Valley Mall Friday through Sunday. You can come and visit us. We're on the first floor right across from Children's Place if you're in the Northeast or Ben Salem section of Philadelphia. If not, you can always check out our website, which is www.scripture, the letter N, SIPLLC.com. All of our products are on there, as well as our information to contact us. We're also on Facebook as Scripture and Sip, which is where I usually put our newest products before I even place them on our website.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So when I reshare this video, I will add all of that information that you said. So if you missed it, it will be in the description of the video wherever you may see it, whether that's YouTube or Facebook or IG, wherever it is. Oh my goodness, Miss Jackie, I am so blown away.
Oh, it
Thank you
was such a pleasure
so
to do this.
much. Oh my
Thank you
goodness.
for having
You,
me.
you're so welcome. I can't wait for the after party because you know we working on it, right? You know we
Come
working on
on.
it. We
Yes,
need to bring all 100 women in one place, and so we're working
that would
on
be
that.
awesome.
It may take us to the end of the year to do it, but we gonna make sure it happens. We gonna put some dates out there and see where we can get people at, whether it's Philly, Atlanta, I don't know, LA, Jamaica, I don't know, wherever we want to be in the world. We're gonna figure out how we can get there and get everybody in one place. I don't know. I'm kind of really loving Miami right now because Miami is like going to the island, but not really being in the island, and you don't need no
Right,
passport. So I don't
right.
know. You might have to slide down a little bit way. So we're gonna see how we can get it all done. Well, I so appreciate you for being here. We're definitely excited to see another African American woman doing her thing out here and to be doing it with your husband, your partner in life, partner in business. That part is amazing. So you tell Mr. Ozell we are proud of him as well. You guys
I
keep
sure
up.
will.
Yes, keep up the amazing work because now we watching.
All
And I'm
right.
absolutely going to make my way to the Oxford Valley Mall before I get up out of here. I will be there probably this weekend because I leave next weekend. So I'm gonna come and maybe do some video and talk to you and make a thing of it. So
All
thank
right.
you
I'm looking
again.
forward to it.
Yes. So thank you again for being here. You guys,
Thank you.
episode 65 is no, episode 66 is in the bag. So we will be back here tomorrow, 7 o'clock, for our next amazing woman for episode 67. 67 days straight. And we right here up in the building. Thank you again, Jackie, for being here. Thank you,
Thank you,
everybody, for
Melanie.
watching. I will make sure that everybody gets the information. MSW 2009 said, congratulations. Whoa, whoa. And they wanted to make sure that you shared the new location for people to be able to find you. So we got that information in. Let me make sure there's no more other questions. People love you. That's all I know. They
Oh,
love you and they're excited. They said that's so true and just be amazing and never stop. So
thank
have an
you so
amazing
much.
rest of your night. Yes. And
You
tell Miss.
too.
Yes. So thank you again. We'll see everybody back here tomorrow. For now, see you tomorrow. Have an amazing rest of your night. Talk to you later. Bye.